Okay, so with my model today, Kelly, her hair is rather textured and coarse and responds to the humidity quite a bit. Her hair is ready straight to go. I think this is a good option when we're wanting a really, really polished curl to go through with your heat protection and straighten first, but then come back through with your curl hold and spray that all through. Now I've already done that, I'll just spray a little bit more. And the curl hold in particular gives your curl a memory. So when you put the straightener through the hair and twist the hair into a curl, it locks that curl in with memory, with hold factor. So I work with my diagonal sections along the hairline again for curls as well, because I always do the hairline around the front exactly how the style should sit, rather than just haphazardly and then try to manipulate the hair later. So today I'm going to take the hair off the face for the curls at the front. Start by doing the underneath curl, just near the ear. Collect as many of those fine little strands as you can. Hold the hair 90 degrees from the head, slide the large styler in, the max styler. Give it one full twist and then slide it down. Just to get a really relaxed, beachy sort of curl. This sort of curl looks particularly nice with ombre and balayage as well. Ombre being your slightly more horizontal demarcation of colour, separated from the top and the bottom. Balayage being more the is more the highlighted effect that gives you a bit of a blend but a heavier bit of blonde on the ends. Okay, so Charlie's Angels curl off the face. Twist your max styler in closer to the roots and then drag styler downwards into natural fall. Very nice. The girls are often going for this sort of curl on the face. It opens up their faces beautifully, shows their makeup off well and their youth. So the underneath section again, still working with diagonal sections. I'll just move you to the side there, Kelly, so I can show the viewers. So once again, I can go either forward or back at this point with my curl, and I think sometimes it's better to clash the previous curl. It looks more natural and it stops your hair rolling into one big roll. Eventually, by the end of the night, sometimes the curls can all congregate. So with the bottom curl, I'll just pull it towards myself, and then the top curl, I'll shape it towards the face so that there's some alternation of curls. Natural. So the colour ribboning through there looks really beautiful. So like I said, I'll do this curl onto the face. One full twist at the roots. And then slide the styler downwards. And then we just continue back. So the last curl on top went forward, I'll go back with this one. The last curl in the external part of the style, the exterior, went forward, so it will go back this time. So you can see that my sections being large so that the curl or the waves are large don't get to the roots as easily. So that's when having done the straightening first is beneficial for a more polished result that will have more longevity. If you feel like you got a little too much curl for some of them and you like that tapered off curl more, just pull on your curl and give it a little stretch on the ends. And it looks like the others. So always aim for a slight bit more curl than what you really want, because it's easy to drag it out with a little bit of product, or just to whip the straightener back over that section again with a bit of tension on the curl, a bit of stretch on the curl. So what will happen in the end with this sort of sectioning for this effect is I'll end up coming back diagonally here, and we'll end up having all of this done, and then this crown section can be worked on separately. And I think that's a good thing, because working on the crown separately, giving it a little bit of extra volume, increases the shape of the style, making it look more professionally done, like it was done in a salon. Twist on the spot backwards with some elevation and then downways, and that lets the curl become a bit more diffused as well, and not so two-dimensional but more three-dimensional and bouncy. In the middle. So on the other side, I remember what I did, and that was I still took this underneath section back, whilst the top section I took forward. You'll struggle to make your hairstyle have balance if you don't do the same alternation, same pattern of alternation on both sides. I'll double check to be certain. Curls are actually a lot quicker than doing your hair straight. So providing your hair is not too crazy curly right from the roots. If you want a very easy session and you've not got much time and you really want to look good, chuck the curls in, much quicker than going straight. I think beachy curls are clashing curls as well, so it is important to alternate for this look. I naturally find it a little easier on this side, the angle, and you'll find that when you do your own hair. My advice is do the hard side first, because it's easy to make the side that you can work with angle-wise and coordination-wise. It is much easier to make the easy side look like the side you found harder to do. When you're doing your own hair and you're using the mirror as a reference to see how you're coordinating yourself, how you're moving with the curl, I think it's best to look in the mirror when you actually clamp the hair between the two plates. But as soon as you're ready to actually twist the GHD, look away from the mirror and trust your feel, because otherwise you will grab the GHD right on the plates rather than on the flat area that's protected. You've got to trust feel and not your eyes when you're using a mirror on yourself. Could I get you to hold that for 2 seconds? Okay, so just working on the crown section separately. So lots of bounce in this look. But going horizontal with the crown section as opposed to diagonal or vertical, which gives you a different effect, a bit of extra volume, and then you can convert down into a curl that drops into natural fall and ringlets just by changing the angle in which you're pulling it through. And that's a fairly easy manoeuvre to make midway through the hair shaft of a horizontal section. High elevation, sharp twist on the roots. And this time I'm going to pull out straight from the head, but still change the angle in which the straightener is coming through. It was horizontal at the roots, it's now pulling through vertically, but elevated, to get an even looser curl on the top layer, which would be typical of your natural beachy look. So I've got a lot of tension here, and then I let it release a little bit to slide the hair through the plaits. And make sure you just round off slightly on the ends so that your curl doesn't have very slack ends. Inconsistency. This is my last section, so I give it the most elevation. I make sure that I've got a section either side of the part so that I have balance. Elevate nice and high and push forward for extra volume. Are you okay there, Kelly?
Yeah.
Lots of tension. And there we have the curls in place. I'll finish off now with smooth and finish serum. I love my serums more than I love my spray shines. They seal the hair better and taper off the ends and don't seem to be as absorbed by the hair to the point where there's not a lot of visual shine. Oh, this looks beautiful through your hair. And I really enjoy hair that's played with. I don't like the curls that are left in place as much. If you're going out and it's a few hours until you go, don't pull your hands through the hair until you are ready to go though. You can save that for later and let the hair set itself in its curl form a little bit more effectively. And there's my finished beach wave look. Thank you very much. Beautiful.